Do you feel the vibes?
Hi everybody, welcome to Mom and Cyndi Moments. I'm Mom. Hi Mom. This is Cyndi. This is Little Man. And today we are going to be making homemade Spritz cookies, Christmas cookies. Yay, my favorite. We are going to be using my grandmother's recipe. She's been making them for years. Her and I used to make them together when we lived back where she lives. And I miss making them with Grandma.
Your grandmother made them as well?
Yeah, my grandmother. This is my grandma's recipe that we're using.
And so she passed it down to your mom?
No.
No?
I don't know where Mom got her recipe. It might be the same one. It might not be. She might have got it out of a different cookbook. Yeah. But I emailed her the other day, and my grandma, Cyndi's great-grandma, I emailed her the other day and asked her for her recipe because I wanted to make cookies. So we've got everything gathered up in little separate containers to get going. Little man's going to have to go on the floor because I'm not going to be able to do this with him in my arms. It's just not happening. Sorry, buddy. But he'll be running around. Won't ya? You going to blow kisses at the camera? Not this time? Are you looking at the phone over there? Alright, I'm going to put him down and we'll get started. To start with, we have in our fun mixing bowl 1 cup of unsalted butter, softened to room temperature. This is, we're using, it doesn't, the recipe doesn't specify to use unsalted butter, but
You don't want your cookies to be salty.
Really? Alright. So we'll start with unsalted butter, and we will, it's going to get loud, and part of the loudness I'll probably cut out so that it's not overwhelming. But we'll start by creaming the butter. To do that, you put it in a pan, in a bowl, use a beater.
Mama, can I do it this time? You do it in every video. I wouldn't do it this time.
You want to cream the butter? Do you know how to cream butter?
You can teach.
We've been watching a lot of cooking shows. Yeah, you can try. Let me know if you need help. Alright, so we're going to start by creaming the butter.
What's what you do with it?
Medium.
Which is...
Put it in the butter.
I moved.
Okay.
Apparently the butter's not soft enough. Or I just can't do it.
The butter may not be soft enough, but...
What's this smell?
Butter?
Azure?
Yeah.
Mama!
Alright, so I'm just going to soften this a little bit more. Why don't you set the oven 400 degrees? That's soft. Right. Let's try this again. Slightly softer butter. Alright, you want to slowly add the sugar. Just maybe like 1 teaspoon at a time.
Oh.
Like seriously, slowly add the sugar. Alright, we're just going to take a break here so I can show you how nice and creamy and fluffy that's getting. Bless you.
Hi, I stepped away from the food.
Yeah. The nice and creamy and fluffy. And we have just a little bit more sugar to incorporate. And then we'll get working on the eggs. All right. So that's all the sugar incorporate it into the butter. That by itself, don't eat it. It's kind of gross. Just set that off to the side.
2 bowls.
Yeah, this recipe calls for egg yolks only, no whites. So I've got 2 bowls to separate the eggs. Probably take those.
Yolks, whites, yolks, whites. Good.
Yeah. Set that off to the side. All right. Now I'm going to show you 2 different ways to separate your eggs. We'll start with the traditional, sometimes easier way. So take it, and then you just dump the yolk back and forth, pouring the white out, but keeping the yolk in the shell.
On shows, does it really take them this long to do it? Like TV shows?
They're probably better at it.
They do like.
And then you set your yolk off to the side. I know you wanted the yolks in here and the whites in there, but I went over that one. So. Alright, the other way, I'm not Daddy. Daddy's at work, honey.
Oh, it's not the holiday party.
Or still at work. It's not even 6 o'clock yet. So, alright, the other way, it's a little bit faster, but a lot messier. Whoop! Not like that.
You just take the yolk out.
Right. Pour it into your hand and filter the white out through your fingers. And then you got just the yolk left in your hand.
What's that white stuff in there?
Part of the egg, I'm not sure.
Do you like that way better? The way that you get it in your hands.
It's a little faster. It's definitely messier. But, you know me, I don't care. I don't care about messy.
This part's not for the dainty.
No, if you don't want to get dirty, don't do it that way.
Do it the original way.
And then always make sure you wash your hands. You want to wash your hands before you start cooking anyway, but especially after handling eggs. Oh.
Looks like that yolk just like fell apart.
It split when I dropped it.
It's like fall apart to me.
I say.
Can you see apple pie?
Alright. Hands. Alright, and then we're going to set our whites aside, and we're going to use those for something else. Alright, let me throw this out.
Do you want me to get a cup for them so we can put them in the fridge?
Yeah, why don't you grab a cap for those. While you're doing that, I'm just going to add the almond extract. You can use vanilla extract, but I personally think it tastes better with almond. That annoying beeping was the oven saying it's hot.
Mama,
Huh?
what kind of dish is it?
The small squarish.
Dish thing.
Alright, 1 teaspoon of almond extract.
There we go, found them.
And what you didn't hear, when we were adding the sugar, it's 2/3. It was 2/3 cup of sugar that we mixed in with our. All right, so then we're just going to, now that that's in there, we're just going to use the mixer to incorporate the egg yolks one at a time. So when I'm mixing, you pour them in one at a time, as best as you can. I know that one broke. Okay. No, just pour them in. It's important to get all of the yolk so that your cookies don't end up too dry. With Spritz cookies, if they end up too dry, then they fall apart when you're baking them.
Which?
And they won't necessarily hold their shape. once you pass them through the cookie press.
And then you just kind of mix that by hand.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm just gonna incorporate this.
I'll hold the bowl.
Get everything nice and incorporated. And then we'll get a mixing spoon and start slowly adding the flour. Okay.
What's a mixing spoon?
Just a spoon, a wooden spoon or something.
Spoon.
Trying to get as much of the butter off of the beaters as I can. Hold.
Hold on. Why are you touching my butt, kid? What did he say?
No idea, but it's funny.
Sounds like saying, sit, daddy, sit.
Uh-oh. My recipe disappeared.
Oh no! I told you that.
It's alright. Alright. That's pretty good.
Sitting in silence.
Sorry. Alright.
It's okay.
There we go. Alright, so for this, you want to just incorporate...
Do we have a sifter?
I don't have a sifter.
Will we use a sifter on this if we did?
If I had a sifter, I would sift the flour, yep. Alright, so when you add the flour, you want to do just like 1/3 of the flour at a time. And this part you do not want to use an electric mixer for because you can very easily overwork the dough.
And then it can still be too dry.
Yeah, and I'll actually have you
Me? Do it.
or me, one of us will actually end up I'll probably do this by hand. Oh, pouring flour.
Oh man. Why are you getting to do all the fun stuff and I don't?
Because I'm mom.
I get to do the next fun part. I
I'm already messy, so
think. I want to get messy.
stop. This dough can very easily be overworked.
Oh. I can smell it. It smells good.
Alright, so I'm just trying to get all the flour incorporated without overworking the dough.
Well, as much of the fun as you can get.
Well, no, it's fine. There we go. There we go. Alright, and since I've been working this with my hands,
But I also got dough.
it's fine.
I'm just gonna.
It's fine. It's fine. Alright, now because I've been working this with my hands, it is now going to be too warm to pass through the press easily. So what I'm going to do while we clean up is I'm going to put this back in its bowl and I'm going to put it in the fridge for about 20 minutes just to firm everything back up so that it goes through the cookie press nicely. While that's cooling, I'm going to clean up and then...
Why don't these pans work?
Right on the pans is perfect. I've got our cookie pans in the fridge because it sticks better to a cold pan. So we're gonna clean
stick to a pan when you bake them.
to get it out of the press. You need it to stick to the pan. It won't stick to the pan while it's baking because it's a butter cookie.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to taste the butter, right?
Are you gonna taste butter? Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right. So while we're doing that, we're not gonna record us cleaning up and waiting around for 20 minutes. But we'll be back when it's time to start putting the cookies through the cookie press, and then you can get dirty.
Well,
Okay.
Mama.
But don't worry about food coloring and stuff. We'll do that when it's time to put them through the press.
We do that before we put it through the press. Yeah, that's right. And then I can get dirty. Yay!
All right, we'll be back. All right, so it's been a little bit longer than 20 minutes. We decided to go ahead and eat some dinner real quick and give this time to just set and firm up like it needs to. I forgot to have you get out a spoon to mix in the colors. Just a metal spoon is fine. Just to start to get the colors mixed in so you don't stain your hands. Those are fine. Yep. So you don't stain your hands the color, for weeks on end. So what we're going to do, so what we have here, we've got
Big mound of dough.
our cookie dough.
Han.
We've got, this is a cookie gun, or a cookie press. You put the dough in here and then push this button, it presses the dough out, and then through these to make the shapes.
Or you can do icing as well. Like this one.
This particular one you can, it is also a cake decorating kit. You can frost cakes, it's got different tips for that. So I'm going to set this off to the side.
Just to tell you guys, if I can ever pick it up, I like these better than frosting tips. These are cool shapes.
Well, the frosting tips come out in different shapes too, but it's hard to, you can make these cookies using the frosting tip shapes. If you don't have a cookie press, you can use a piping bag with a grooved tip.
Like the styrofoam thing.
Yeah. And make little wreaths. Something like that type of a tip. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. One of these tips, lift yours up a little bit, would work. And then you just make it into like a circle or something, or whatever shape you want. Or you can just spoon them and form them into balls, and then you just have little round cookies instead of shaped cookies. But I like the shaped because it's fun. So basically what you do...
Because you spent money on this, you want to use it.
Right, yes. I did spend money on this, so I'm going to be using it. So first what you do is you take a chunk of your dough. Now this is a little bit firmer than what is recommended, but you take some of your dough, just kind of loosely kind of form it into a shape that'll fit in there. Kind of looks like a potato. Let's start with a smaller amount. You just shove it in there. This is gonna make a mess, but that's okay. It cleans up.
Yeah, you're a messy family and we don't care.
Yeah, we clean up after. We try to clean up after ourselves. Some of us are better at it than others.
Mom! She's being mean.
I'm not. And just press it in there. You don't have to make it super full. I'm gonna just put that off to the side.
In the red box.
Well, I just to get started.
I think we should make
And then,
a...
no, we'll start with, this kind of makes a star shape. So start with this one.
It could be a star or a flower.
Or a flower, yeah, it could be a flower. We're pretending it's a star. Oh, thanks, buddy. he went and got a spoon. And then I'm just going to set this off to the side. Then what we're going to do is we're going to divide this up. Put some in there. I'm going to put some in there.
Ew, you threw something at me. Oh, you threw my little squishy.
That's fine.
My little squishy construction.
Alright, and then we'll add some food coloring. Now, what I had, this liquid food coloring. So what I had her do is get some spoons. This will stain your hands. So you could wear gloves, or you can get spoons to get it started, to mix it in. And just add, I'm just going to do 3 drops of the red. Just do 1 or 2 drops of the green to start with. Because we can always add more. Can't take it away. And then just take your spoon.
Mash it in there.
Yep.
Hard to mix.
It is. You just want to get it started. You will end up using your hands. But
We got gloves.
oh no, it's fine. You just want to get
Like
most of the
liquid.
mixed in. Yeah, why don't you go get some gloves? That'd be easier than using the spoons.
And it was right into the pans.
Now typically you're not going to see me typically using rubber gloves or anything like that when I'm cooking because I really don't care if I get my hands messy. But this is more than just getting your hands messy. This will stain your hands, that color. And red, you really don't want to stain your hands red and make it look like your bloody hands. What are you doing, buddy? Are you mixing?
We got one, then you can go put one back.
It's okay.
In the back.
It's fine.
I'm
Should have wore short sleeves because I keep pulling my sleeves up and messing with my sleeves. They're bugging me. But. So these are just regular vinyl gloves. You buy them anywhere. Pharmacy. Grocery store.
That's what we buy ours.
Grocery store, pharmacy. Just gonna mix that together. Again, you don't want to overwork your dough. So you don't want to mix it too much, but you do want to get the color all the way through. So I might need to add more color to mine. But let's see.
Hard. I'm glad this does not see through. I use these to color your hair, right? Did you ever have color hair in these videos?
Yeah,
Yeah?
but not like vibrantly colored.
Like originally?
Yeah.
I don't want you to open the door.
You should have put the cap back on that. So that if it tips over, it doesn't stain my floors and my counters. And now I got a nice marble effect going. It's not what we're going for, but... Alright, so I cut a part of the video out because my phone went off and I don't own rights to the song that sings on my phone, so I don't want to get copyrighted.
Ooh,
So we've just been mixing to the color in, and it's less marbled, still marbly, but more red.
Kind of looks like a pinkish red.
It is kind of a pinkish red.
Mine's not mixing very well. Mine doesn't like me. Green does not like me.
Yeah, just gotta...
Green is obviously not my favorite color. I think the green would like her better.
Do you want to switch?
Sure. Green is her favorite color and everything.
Green is my favorite color. Back hurts.
Can I add a little more?
Yeah, just do 1 or 2 drops. I'm gonna add another drop or 2. Get more of the... You want to be careful how much food coloring you add, because it can add too much liquid to your dough.
Did you get green on your counter?
Green on the counter. Don't hit me with the spoon. Good job. Was in his reach. Alright, I'm just gonna wash my hands real quick.
Because we like to do that in this house.
100,000 times a day.
I don't think we wash our hands that much.
You may not.
Hey, Mom, you don't eat either.
I wash my hands a lot.
You don't wash them out.
Alright. That's good. Let's get these in the fridge.
And look at this, like, area. Still a little better. Get in it.
And yes, we left the oven on the whole time. We had the dough resting because you want the oven at a completely even temperature. And to achieve that effectively, you leave your oven on for a long time. Alright, so then you take your cookie sheets.
Super clear on the super non-clear on the other. Clear because they're greasy. Wash my hands.
Our cookie sheets we had in the fridge. I know I said this already, but we had them in the fridge so that they would be nice and cool when we started applying our dough. Let's get started. All right. Basically, you can't really see this, can you? So you're not going to see me. I'm sorry about my hand here. I'm going to turn this so you can see the cookie sheet. Alright. Yep, and the cookie press. So basically what you do is you take a cookie press and you hold it down on your sheet and you click and click. Not quite. That one didn't quite turn out, so we'll just set that off and try again. Alright. Oh, beautiful. One click really should be all that you need, but okay. There we go.
You just have to get it in there. You just have to click and hold.
A little crumbly.
But that's okay. So got a crumble. I think the double click works better.
Click and a half. Oh, that didn't work.
There we go.
Alright, we'll do two clicks then. Whoa, that's a pancake. It's alright, you just take it off and start over. Try again.
Sorry, Mom. That was my idea and everything. I thought they would end up like pancakes because they're circular.
Yeah.
I want to see your click and a half click again. Click and half. It works!
But see, then the next one doesn't come out.
Because it gets stuck. Or it comes out like a pancake.
Yeah.
No, that was just from double clicking, I think. There we go. Can I go back one of them?
Woo! I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it.
Can I press the back too?
No, you can press the color buttons, honey. I just... Can you move this sheet?
Move.
That's a pancake one, but that's okay. We'll just have a pancake one.
It tastes the same, right?
Yeah, it'll taste fine.
Ah!
Well,
Does Swiss corn add any flavor?
no. Usually not. I mean, if you use like natural food coloring, then it can.
Minty flavor for green and like raspberry, strawberry flavor for red.
Possibly.
So it's good for Spritz cookies.
I wouldn't use flavoring in Spritz cookies, no. There. Good enough. Okay. Then we will decorate. I know these are stars, but I'm gonna decorate them anyway.
Who cares? You can decorate the pancake one the best.
Yep.
You want to use the Christmas trees?
I think with this, I'll just do a little bit of colored sugar. I don't want to put too much on because there's enough sugar in the cookies.
Missed it. That we can use for red. Can I do the red?
Do the red. Oh my goodness! It dropped.
Come on, you know you want to. I'll do Come on.
Is it? There you go.
Just stuck a little. That doesn't have much. There we go.
Alright. And then we'll put these in the oven. This first pan in the oven. Goes in the oven for 8 to 12 minutes. We'll put it in. We'll start with 8 minutes and then check it.
And then we'll add another minute if it needs more cooking. How do you tell that cookies are done?
Well, you want them to be firm. While those are baking, we'll get the next tray going. You want to do green or red? Let's do red.
We will use super fun ones on these ones.
Push.
And
Pull.
I guess I'm not pushing the heart.
All right.
Let's do a heart.
Okay.
And these are supposed to turn out as a heart.
Yeah, they're supposed to look like a heart.
I'm glad that it doesn't stain you after you already mixed it in.
And once it's all incorporated, I mean, it'll be a little bit, but not too much.
That's why you don't want me touching it because I still have to go to school.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm still in school for another couple days. 3 days.
3 days next week?
3 days next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Thursday I
Alright.
got off.
All right, so we'll do a few hearts, and then we'll do a few wreaths in red, I think.
I was thinking of
That
that wreath for red. What do you think the croissant looking thing should be? Red or green?
I use red or green, yeah, yes.
Which color? Red or green? You said I'd do the colors.
All right, let me get the first one going.
That's a good enough fucking heart.
All right, now push down, squeeze,
Ooh.
push down, squeeze, and this popped off.
And it popped off. Huh. That's hard.
I may have overfilled it.
Maybe.
Let's
Maybe, just maybe.
get some out.
You could also have circle cookies if you want them.
Yeah.
From a cookie press.
See, this is why I want Great Grandma's cookie press. Hers doesn't fall apart like this. great grandma's cookie press, my grandma's cookie press. She's had since 1954. It is metal. It is awesome.
It is something you want to inherit.
Yes.
And then I want to inherit it from you.
There we go. Try that. There.
Yeah, good enough looking hurt. You make it.
You just need to squeeze once.
Oh, wow, these are ending up like pancakes.
Yeah, they really are. The dough's too warm.
Really hard
Alright.
to squeeze.
So the dough, so this is what happens when the dough is too warm. They end up flattening out like this. So these ones, we're going to actually have to, that one didn't look too bad. This pan is kind of warm too.
Do you want to put the pan back in the fridge?
Yeah, let's put this all back in the fridge.
Even the cookie press?
Might as well.
Well,
Um,
yeah, because the green won't be ready yet.
Hi. We'll come back once the dough has a chance to firm back up a little bit. We'll just keep it in the fridge for a little bit, get these cookies out of the oven when they're ready, and then come back and keep going. Alright, so we put everything in the fridge for, it's been about 15 minutes or so. We're going to just test it and see. Let me test it and see if it's ready to go. I felt alright, but we're going to test it on the pan. Let's see.
There. Broke it off again.
Why does it keep doing that?
Doesn't like the red.
It doesn't like this. It's honey, I'm sorry, we're not going to have any hearts because they don't come through, they don't go through very well.
I have some hearts.
Yeah, we'll have a few. Okay.
Now we can make a croissant. Croissant looking thing.
Yeah, let's try that. Oh, yeah, that one's a little bit more open.
Christmas croissant. I think it also doesn't like the red. What?
A little better.
We can get all of it out. Close. Yay! 1, 2, 3, 4th time's the...
And it busted it through again. What the
doesn't
heck
like
is
the
going
red.
on?
It doesn't like the red one.
Help.
I'm also cleaning up the inside of these grooves. Might also be a problem. Okay, now that the red's cleaned down the colors, let's see if it works. Oh no, 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 come on. The Christmas trees work!
Alright.
Some Christmas trees now.
Yep.
I love Christmas trees. Popped it again.
What the heck?
Apparently my station didn't work. Okay, because they're not colored.
Maybe we overworked the dough. So now it's not going through the press. No, stop.
That's cookie.
We'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm going to do a quick search and see if there's a way to get the dough to go through the press. Back. Okay, so I did quick research. Seems we've overworked the dough, which happens. It's really easy to do with this stuff. So what I read is because the dough is too dry, that is why it keeps popping the machine.
So it's not the machine's fault.
It's not the machine's fault necessarily. So what I read was to moisten the dough back up, you just add some whole milk. Luckily, we have a toddler in the house who drinks whole milk, so I've got that in spades. It says to add 1 to 2 teaspoons of whole milk to your dough. This is just a 1/4 teaspoon. I poured some into a clean cup, so I don't add too much. I'm just going to start with a 1/2 teaspoon, work it in with my hands, see how that works, and put that in there so that I don't lose it. Just to re-moisten the dough a bit.
And
The first batch we put in burned a little bit and completely fell apart when I was taking it off the cookie sheet. So,
there was one cookie.
oh,
These things are green, Mom.
yep, I'm gonna rinse my hands off real quick, and then we'll try again real quick. Cindy, I'm gonna try the first few just to make sure it's not gonna blow off the top again, and then
Yeah, that's
once we know it's not gonna blow off the top, we'll I'll let you do it, okay?
Unless it blows off the top later on.
No.
Well, if it blows off the top, it blows off the top. As long as it doesn't blow off the top, like the first shot, and then go. My brain doesn't recognize it until after, and I jump.
Alright, start with that.
Okay. Can I twist it on?
Yeah.
Crooked. Let's make everything crooked. Not hard to do.
Alright.
Did you touch that with your butter?
Probably. Let's set this off side somewhere. This may not be cool enough, but we'll try it.
Hasn't popped off the top yet.
There it
And
goes.
popped it off.
Alright, so need to add more milk. The first few that came out, no. So 1/2 teaspoon of water wasn't quite enough, unless I didn't get it all the way mixed through. But I'll add another 1/2 teaspoon of water. So there's 1 teaspoon of water.
That's what it did recommend anyway.
So, yeah, 1 to 2 teaspoons.
No, don't touch the cookie press. Well, it can cut you.
If you're not careful.
Stickier?
Yeah.
A bit.
Like, push it down so it's a little
Just
bit
leave it.
down.
Alright. Start with that.
There's Christmas trees or something. Do you put it like this or like the other way?
Like that, it's fine.
Make sure it's not crooked.
Alright, let me.
What? It's ready for mom.
He did it. And see?
Which
Immediately
sissy do
popped
you
it
want?
off.
That's it. Okay.
That's so frustrating. So frustrating. Just wanted to make cookies with my daughter. Make a fun YouTube video doing it. You're going to see my determination come out and things like this, because I want Spritz Cookies.
And you wanted to make them with your daughter.
Okay.
If I have to get the duct tape out to keep this thing together.
Oh, you
You don't think I will?
Yeah.
Look out.
And do you want me to go get the duct tape?
Not yet.
Not yet. This is how we live at this house. If something doesn't work, she will get duct tape out and make it work. She will make it work.
It will work.
Have you ever threatened something to make it work?
Yes.
Threaten that, it might work.
It hasn't worked yet. Because I did just threaten it with duct tape, didn't I?
Well, you didn't really threaten it. My mom will throw you away if you don't work. That's how you threaten something.
Well, I got a cookie sheet full of somewhat full of cookies.
Well, it's still full of cookies. And then you got a cookie sheet on this thing that's
Yeah,
like...
It's just going to keep pushing it out for...
Do you want me to go get the duct tape?
Maybe.
Where's the duct tape?
In the laundry room.
I'm gonna go get it. You said maybe? That maybe sound was a... Yeah. Go get me the duct tape. No. When you had fiberglass stuck in your fingers, duct tape. Duct tape saves lives. Only if duct tape was a doctor. That'd be pretty cool. A doctor named duct tape. Dr. Duct Tape. You found that kind of funny? Hey, it's green. How are we going to make red Spritz cookies?
We'll get there.
Through the other side.
I need another pan.
On it. Call Dr. Duct Tape.
Well, I can tell you this now. We will not be using this gun again.
Have you been putting it on without Dr. Duct Tape? Yay, whole Christmas trees. Come on, Dr. Duct Tape. Why do I keep calling it Dr. Duct Tape? It's so weird. Is it because I'm your kid and that's all
You're
things weird things?
Yeah, you're weird.
Last pen. Can we do this last pen in red?
Well, I've got just a little bit of green left.
And then we'll do red.
Put this on the table. Trade you.
Can I do the red? I gotta add some milk to it anyway.
All right. There. Ha. Beat you. I
My
don't know why
mom.
I'm talking to the cookies. What is the gun that had the problem?
My mom's a little crazy.
That's it.
Cookie pan here.
Oh no, did you get hit? What happened?
I just not knowing that he was standing right here.
Did Sissy punch you in the face? Did Sissy punch you in the face?
Sorry.
Or do I?
Sorry, I punched him in the face.
Sissy punch you in the face. Here, you want to punch her in the face? You punch her in the face. In the face? Yeah. In the face.
You want to
That's a
punch
kissy
him in
kissy?
the face? What do you want to punch him in the face for?
You want down? Okay.
Punch him myself.
Almost done. All right.
I'll hold you. How much do you think? Oh, you
All
want?
right. There's literally not enough left to keep messing with, so I'm just gonna
You got
make
that
little
cook. I'm sorry, I couldn't hold you anymore.
cookie balls.
That sounded so weird.
Cookie balls?
Yeah. Mr. Cookie Press, we will not be using you ever again.
We'll not be using that again. At least not for cookies. Maybe it'll work fine for frosting, but
So, I'm ready.
go ahead and start. You decorate to your heart's content, kiddo.
Yay. I'm very picky about decoration. What am I doing?
That is that's a lot of. Don't this is way too much sugar on the pan here. I'm never gonna get that cookie off the pan now. You gotta be careful not to put so much sugar on the pan that I can't get the cookies back off. So if you want to see what I was saying, she, I don't know if you can see that, she puddled the sugar. I'm plugged in so I can't really move it. Puddled the sugar right onto the pan there, and now those cookies aren't gonna want to come off. That's right. We'll figure it out.
I used this one on this.
Get some of this excess sugar off my pan here without losing my cookies. Cookie down.
Cookie, soldier down. Soldier down over there.
Soldier down over here. All right, I'm gonna pop these ones in the oven. I'm only gonna put them in for 5 minutes. They're pretty dried out.
And last time, the dry one.
Good job. We're just decorating the cookies while we're waiting for the other ones to bake. Cindy's over at the table. You can see her in the distance there. She's at the table decorating the cookies at the table.
I take too long apparently.
Yeah.
The floor. Jeffrey told.
Those ones look better coming out of the oven. Oh, and they smell better too. Oh, I wish I had smell-o-vision. You guys could smell this. It smells like almonds. Cookie, 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 cookie. Okay, so we got all the cookies baked, and I scraped off the excess sugar, baked sugar, melted sugar into the trash on all of the cookie pans. She did add a bit too much, so there was a lot of sugar on the bottom of some of the pans. But that's okay. I'll show them. Just give me a second. Jiminy Crickets. Good gracious, child.
Just want to show one of your favorite ones.
So you see, I've got 2 containers of cookies here. I've actually got more back on the counter, some still cooling. But just thought I'd show you the difference here, okay? So this was the first batch we put in that these are over baked. See how brown they are on the back? They're not supposed to be brown like that on the back. They're supposed to only maybe be lightly browned.
Mama.
But they're going to taste alright.
Mama.
Yes.
I'm gonna say something. Better overbaked than underbaked.
Not with these cookies.
Not with these cookies.
No.
You'd rather have them underbaked.
Yes.
That's weird.
Alright, now these ones are much better baked. You see the back is only slightly browned.
You can mostly see the green.
Yeah. And these actually are even a little bit more baked than they need to be. They could have actually been taken out a bit sooner. But
Can I show them something?
yeah, that's fine.
And these are really close to that one.
Yeah, those are, you're not even on camera.
Ah, okay. So these are better.
So these are the red ones. These ones are the best baked. You see the back, there's like no brown, maybe a little tiny bit of a golden color. That's it. That's what you're looking for. These ones kind of fell apart, but you know what? That's okay. They're not going to taste any different. They're just, now you have more.
The hearts.
The hearts are buried, and they kind of fell apart.
Oh.
Sorry. All right, so now we're going to taste one. You want red, green? Let's just have little red pieces, just for the taste test. That way.
These are good.
Mm-hmm. These are my favorite cookies.
I can taste why.
Yummy almond butter cookies. My favorite. Okay, Spritz Cookies. Alright, so, barring the minor little meltdown that we had in the middle there, that is how you make Spritz Cookies. Now, if you had a cookie press that works properly, it goes a lot smoother. But, yeah, we made it work. I lost my mind for a moment. You may not see much of that. I'm going to cut some of that out of there because that was kind of ugly.
I think you should show some for the ending.
But yeah, so yeah, maybe. All right, so that is how to make Spritz cookies, Christmas cookies.
Okay, fine.
All right, well, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your time, and we will, what?
Stay and sleep. Have a great night and sleep.
All right, well, we'll see you next time, hopefully, maybe. Bye.
So, while Mom is asking the better, hi. Like Mom said,
I'm just putting it in the microwave for 10 seconds because we don't want to melt it.
you interrupted me.
I did.
Me.
Moo.
Cyndi interrupting cow.
Ah!
Jeff!
Good gracious, tripping over the child.
I can't get it.
Spritz Christmas cookies. Why are you so close to the camera?
Because the camera.
Yeah, but you don't have to be leaning on the table. I'm bracing on the table because my back hurts and I don't want to collapse on you.
My feet hurt.
I don't care if your feet hurt.
Stand like this. Well, then they can't see my face.
You're the one that wanted to stand on that side.
Let's switch sides, Mom.
Just do the outro.
Okay.